All right, so next up, yeah, because that's the thing. Like, think about the angles that Metal Blade can come out at. If you're at that short hop angle, you basically will be able to avoid it and pick it up almost guaranteed. Like, whether they're jumping with it or they're just throwing it on the ground, that's kind of the best spot to be. As long as you throw out that attack, you'll get it. So just keep in mind, that's just a very strong position to have against Mega Man. At least in terms of the think they're going to Metal Blade. But yeah, so next up, we're going to be talking about probably the most complained about matchup from Duck Hunt players, which is going to be Rob, Duck Hunt, and these are the absolute best players that we could get to showcase this in terms of just player skill. Obviously, we got Zomba, one of the best Robs, if not considered the best Rob in the world, and then Fawn. Personally, I think she is the best Duck Hunt in the world at the moment. It's just the main thing is that she just has not really been able to travel outside of what she just did with like SmashCon. Picked up some good wins there, but got 65th at the event. But it was the most stacked ultimate event we've had in a very, very long time. So still a very, very good record regardless. But yeah, I do know that she felt pretty good about this set overall. But the main thing is Rob obviously going to be very good at like kind of disrupting how you normally want to play your matchups as Duck Hunt, which is like, get your setups out. Rob's got laser. Rob's got gyro. Gyro is really the main issue. Laser's not bad to deal with because like laser's going to be kind of focused on where it goes and it needs to be charged. So it's only coming out so often. Gyro, they can sort of spam, but as long as you pick up the gyro, then neutral becomes significantly harder for them. So your main goal should be to pick up gyro from Rob. Once you have that, they're kind of just forced to approach you, and Rob's approaches are not good. Like from the air, okay, you got fair. There, they basically need a full hop to get that started, and then, on the ground, they can attempt to run up and down tilt you, but they're not exactly a fast character, so you can call them out pretty easily for trying to come in on you that way. And once you have that set up, they're not safe against shield can. All those type of things too. So that part, once you can just like focus on them only having laser to mess with you, it becomes very easy to deal with them. So we'll see exactly how Fawn chooses to play this. Obviously, the big thing about Rob is that Rob can always kill you at any moment. And especially with the way that Rob's recovery works, they can go off stage pretty deep and get you as well. So you need to be very, very careful how you do that. So we'll see what happens. And obviously, Zomba's going to make Fawn pop whenever they get a chance to. So right over here, let's talk about this first. Like those things that like Rob did, that was all you could do. Just shield. Okay, we're good. The second that Rob runs away, full hop can. Don't even think about it. Okay, big mistake right here. You do not go for an aerial. Rob is the definitive easiest character to clay pigeon. This was a guaranteed like 40, 50, 60% right here. You can just clay pigeon Rob nonstop without even thinking or without even trying, and they will get hit. They just cannot escape. So whatever you land a clay pigeon against this character, carry it all the way to the bank. You'll probably need 3 combos to kill them, but if you're good at edge guarding, you can get off of 2, or if you can do it into a smash attack, they'll die. Also, like if you have can behind you, there's no reason not to ping can towards Rob, because they're just gonna get hit by it. Yeah. So the main thing that you want to do is if you do not have time to anti-air Rob, like there, no, you didn't. You can just do a nair out of shield and you'll cover the air. You'll cover the spot dodge. They're too big. And like a Rob's not going to shield. They're going to spam. So you don't really have to worry about it. Yeah, that was just a misinput from Fawn's part. Yeah. So the main thing is that Rob is always going to like basically land with an aerial. So dashback clay pigeon is actually very good against it because if you catch them, they die. And if they don't, then they're going to full hop and like not hit you. What the heck? Okay, good. I was about to say, if that shield poked from there, that's insane. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, like Rob's ledge trapping is really good, so you always go to the other stay. Nah, it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, if you can see you can see laser being charged out, so there's no reason to like not shield it. Yeah, right idea there to try and catch gyro, but weren't able to get it. That was not how I was expecting that to go. Yeah, so that was basically a guaranteed double dip right there. Unfortunately, she just didn't pull the trigger or feel comfortable about it, and Rob was dead. So like this is what I'm talking about. If you don't know how to push your punish game against Rob, it's going to feel annoying, but she's also kind of getting opened up by things that she really doesn't need to get opened up by. The other thing too is that she has not been putting an emphasis on trying to take control of gyro, which is the only thing that makes neutral annoying about this matchup. As long as you take that away, there's nothing to be worried about. Yeah, like right here. So jump fair, you beat them out and you catch gyro, because this move is way too slow. Yeah, you need to know how to catch that. See, now that's smart. Most of the time, rolling on like platform, not great, but because you have shield can there, Rob can't do anything. Also, the other thing too to keep in mind is, let me see what the exact frame data is on Rob Laser. I think technically speaking, you can always react to it. Yeah, Robo Beam is frame 25. So as long as you're looking at Rob, I'm pretty sure you can react to that. Also, down tilt spam, not a bad idea to like spam clay pigeon if you're at lower percents. Higher percents, I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, so this was a drop right here. So obviously this part very good. Rob's too high. You need to throw can in the opposite direction. You need to have this covered so then that way you can narrow down Rob this way. Or if they do an extension, you can go get the pickup there. So that way they get stuck in like hit stop. But because they didn't cover it, they landed for free. Rob is so big. There we go. Easy stuff. Like, honestly, you should be able to watch this game and, like, understand why this matchup is honestly not that bad. There's just, like, so much control that you can take off, and then, you know, a lot of it was just, like, Fawn not knowing, like, optimal combo routes, not optimally covering when they're recovering, like, on stage, and just, like, not pulling the trigger on some early kills there. Like, Rob really does not have, like, too great of ways to get things started against you. Yeah, like the thing that you can do is wait. Rob drops lasers, you shield, then drop down can, and then you should basically have a can guaranteed on stage. Yeah, the big issue is that right now, Fawn's just trying to rush in instead of like take any type of neutral advantage that they had. And once again, not really focusing on trying to take control away from that gyro. That was rough. Yeah. Something I should mention is that I think the way that Zomba generally likes to space their bear, it actually catches get up attack. That time they're a little bit too close. So that one's a little bit more of a 50-50 if you should get up attack. But like if you notice the spacing is off, get up attack it. Because that can hit you hanging on ledge. So you do need to push a button. Also, worth noting is if you are scared of Rob down tilting you, like if you're landing, down tilt is basically not going to hit clay pigeon, and it does 5%. So it's probably going to stale, and if it's stale, then it's not going to blade clay pigeon. Honestly, a drop right here. So can's here, you do nothing. Can stays right there. You're going to cover ledge on top. You're going to cover this. Duck hunt stays right here, so that way when Rob goes this way, you have that covered. And at that percentage, Rob dies to up air. So literally that's all you need to think about. I haven't talked about it yet just because it hasn't really happened, but like when gyro hits gunman, it like pops up. So you just need to know how to like catch it off of that. That's really the main thing. That's the easiest way to take control of gyro. But yeah, I mean that right there was just purely a drop by Fawn. There we go. Yeah, as I said, don't miss that. But something to keep in mind is that if Rob lasers can, remember that gyro's gonna not can's anchored, so gyro's just gonna pop straight up against it too. So that's another really effective tool that you have against it. I think that sucks because like Rob has a very hard time getting back from ledge, but because Fawn's not holding position there, another big missed opportunity. And now like Fawn's in the corner. Oh, he got lucky. The attack just beat out the clay pigeon. Okay, now that this is set up, unfortunately, Fawn didn't take that into consideration. Basically, the easiest gyro wall you have now. Because it's like when you have that, basically, Rob can't get anything started. The only thing they can do is harass you with lasers. And if they do a gyro pop up there, then you can just catch it immediately, or you can catch them being aggressive against you. Yeah. Thought I had the right idea there, but unfortunately misspaced it. Yeah, this is something that you need to keep in mind. Rob is a character that you can run under what? The Godman? Yeah, you could do that. But yeah, like Rob is a character that like because of the way that he gets comboed like Clay Pigeon, you can reversal him super super easily too. Yeah, it didn't really space the can correctly against that. I was gonna say very good positioning there. That was the way that you want to play that neutral exchange. And the other thing you need to remember is down gunman is still going to catch gyro. So at this point, Fawn's safe against gyro until Rob jumps. Okay, DI mix up there. That was a little scary though. Though I think because of the small battlefield stage, I'm pretty sure up air would have killed too. And the other thing too that Fawn's not keeping in mind is that like very much Zomba is trying to snipe Fawn, spotting can when recovering, so she needs to really look out for that whenever she's doing it. No. Okay. What Fawn had right here was Clay Pigeon F Smash. It would not have killed. Would have put Zomba very, very far off stage though, and you could have had a very good sequence there. Yeah, that was a bust. That down air at that percentage leading to nothing. That was Fawn's fault right there. Which part were you talking about that you could run under? Because that was the one thing that I kind of missed. But yeah, overall, like, better punishes. That last one was just like a faulty punish on Fawn's self. Like, there, she very easily could have done another Clay Pigeon, F Smash, and then from there, just basically kept, like, Zomba at the ledge to kill. Short up gyro? Oh, God, no. Short up gyro goes super, super high. Yeah, no, that thing. That thing's like almost horizontal. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, really go back and watch, like, how many times, like, Fawn's just not watching Rob, like, kind of spam things in her face that causes her to blow up when she's summoning her can. As long as you keep that in mind and you take a conscious effort to take control of gyro, very hard for Rob to harass you. Once that's hard, neutral becomes a lot easier. You can get those big openings against her. If you have your Clay Pigeon routes down, then you will kill Rob off of 2 openings, and you really don't need to think twice about it. So, you know, this is a match where I say, like, honestly, if you do have a Rob player that you can play against, grind it out. Basically, shield laser, get can out, find the ways to get can to hit your gunman or your can so that way you can pick it up. Laser hitting can, not bad. Anchor can set up there, so then that way if they gyro it, can's not going to move. Rob can't approach you, and you automatically get gyro off of that too. So a lot of things to keep in mind off of that. Do you guys have any specific questions about this matchup? That's kind of the gist of it. Really, it's just Fawn needed better punishes and then flub the last the last opening to get punished herself. And don't forget your two options against like down tilt. You can at lower percents you could do the Clay Pigeon, higher percents. Out of shield, just try to do like the short hop nair to catch the spot dodge or the consistent D tilt spam. All right, if we don't have any questions, then I'll stop.